Welcome back, everybody. As you guys can see, I just got my brand new Cheetah full suspension electric fat bike in the mail, and we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy set up. It's going to be a much faster process on YouTube than it will be here. And just like that, we've got the bike all set up. Super simple and easy with a bike expert like Kaylee. It was no problem. So we're going to go ahead and test this out here for a few days, and we'll get you an in-depth video on it. I'm pretty excited about this e-bike.
So now that Cliff has this bike all put together, I'm just going to give you all a brief rundown of the specs of this bike. Just as a reminder, this is the HAOQI Cheetah. It is a little bit longer, as you see, than the other electric bike, the Leopard that we had by HAOQI, and it does have a little bit higher of a height capacity. So this is a completely aluminum frame, which is nice for the area that we're in. Just a quick wipe down with a wet rag will clean this bike up really nice. It takes on a 0% charge. It'll take roughly between 6 and 9 hours to completely charge the battery. But one really nice feature that we can be appreciative of this bike is that there's two built-in batteries. So as you see here, you have the one battery here and then the other battery there. Those two batteries will allow this bike to go up to 60 plus miles on flat terrain and get you up to a speed of approximately 20 miles an hour, which is pretty quick on a bike. But because of those two separate batteries there, like I said, your duration of your total ride, you can go so much further on the bike. It's 60 plus miles. They don't even have an actual distance on there because they are able to go so far on these charges. The one thing you got to keep in mind, because there are two batteries here, they have to be charged completely separate. Now you could do that by either charging them independently with a single charger, or you can charge them simultaneously if you had two separate chargers, which we do because we own two of the HAOQI bikes. So that's a super nice feature. One thing that sets this bike above the rest, in addition to the dual battery system, is the full suspension. So here you'll notice underneath the saddle seat is the full suspension system. Max payload capacity on this bike is roughly 350 pounds, but that suspension makes this ride super smooth as we're going through the fields and through the woods with that. You really don't even notice the bumps other than the fact that you see them, but the suspension system allows you to maintain that smooth ride no matter what terrain you're on. And then you also have the front suspension, which is standard on most electric bikes, but this suspension system here on the saddle seat makes it so much nicer. All in all, this bike, it does suggest a minimum of 5'5" for the rider, and then it will go all the way up to approximately 6'8". I am 5'5", but this bike does seem a little bit long for me. Not necessarily too tall because you can adjust the saddle seat, but from the seat to the handlebars, it seems like I'm stretching a little too much for me to be completely comfortable. So as you see here, it's definitely doable, but I'm not overly comfortable. You can kind of see I'm hunched over, which some people like that. Personally, I don't. So this is going to be a bike for Cliff. He's approximately 6 foot even, so he's much more comfortable on this because of that length there. But overall, it's a super comfortable bike, nice, sleek, black design. But two things for us that were a complete, no-brainer were the dual batteries and then the full suspension system. So with the Cheetah by HAOQI, you have obviously the two tires, both are which 26-inch tires, and then as you'll see, those white lines on the inside and outside of the tire is actually a reflective feature. So if you were riding this bike in a dim lit time or area, any light that reflects against that will shine right away. And we'll just show you here this front screen. So just like most other electric bikes, you have the nice LCD screen equipped here. Your brake, the 7-speed Shimano gear system. It works by just either pushing this button here to go up in gears, and then a push back will take you all the way back down. And then to turn on your LCD screen, all you have to do here is push this M button. So we'll press and hold that, and you'll see your screen light up. Super easy to see. It's a real sunny day here in Western New York, and you have no trouble seeing the screen here. So just to give you a brief rundown, you have your power bar here, your speed in miles per hour, your wattage, your pedal assist level, And then here is the odometer. Now you can change this reading here by simply pushing your M again. So at just a quick push, you'll see your trip, your total time the bike's been on for that single use. And then you can just continue to cycle through that. So to change your pedal assist, all you would do is come over here and it's just a quick push of the up button and you'll see that pedal assist feature go up. And it will go all the way up to 5 and then you can go back down to 0, which would be 0 assist. Otherwise, we'll keep that in 1. And then this bike also comes equipped with a headlight in the front there, as you see. And a nice little brake light. Right now, by default, those lights are off. If you wanted to turn that on, all you would do is come over here again to your soft keys and press and hold your up button. And you'll see your headlight turn on there, so that's a nice feature so you don't actually have to double check it. So our headlight is on, and now our brake light is also on. Super, super easy to use. And then the one last feature here, we'll turn that light off again by just pressing and holding. If you were to press and hold this down button, it will automatically put the bike into a smooth ride system. So essentially it's just kind of a crawl, but you don't actually have to pedal and you don't have to use your throttle. So over here, I think I forgot to mention, is your throttle, and just a quarter turn back will get that bike going, but it's just a nice smooth throttle system there. So like I mentioned, this is a little bit of a larger size bike. The overall wheelbase is 52 inches and then the total length of this bike is approximately 76 inches. And because of the full suspension system and the dual battery system, this bike is a little bit heavier than the other HAOQI bikes. It comes in roughly at 76 pounds, which if you were trying to travel with this bike, getting it in and out of a truck independently might be a little difficult due to the weight and the size of it. It's a little awkward. But with 2 people, you could very easily get this in and out of the back of the truck, or with a single person if you had a ramp, or even just up onto your bike rack, depending on how you like to travel. But yeah, we're really impressed with this, and we're gonna go take this bike for a ride.
Okay, everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up, but Kaylee and I have been extremely impressed with the Cheetah from HAOQI. It's a great bike. It's really powerful, super long-lasting battery life. This is going to be a perfect bike for us here on the farm. So if you're interested in one, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.